Great to have you with us from Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. You worked the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Chanticleers head coach told me before the game, he has challenged his team to come out and get off to a quick start. The reason this home crowd can be so dominant, they are unbeaten in ACC play. And he said, this is where we show that we can be the conference champs, but it starts in this opening drive. He said, if our crowd is loud, energetic, and making it difficult on the opponents, that's where we gain our edge here today at home. Guys?
All right, Holly. On the return, it's Nicholson. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So Florida State's offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Noles decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Coastal Carolina's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. As we get late in the season, his performance has made him a contender, if not one of the favorites, for the Heisman Trophy. Bunch formation for these receivers. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Right side, it's Terrell. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
On his feet at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Under pressure. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. And the Chanticleers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Finds space, it's Nowaski. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Chanticleers. First points of the day are on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it, fired complete. Could not make his way to the corner. They'll need a bunch on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Charles. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes a grab on the shot. Turning it on. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Extending the play. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Noles! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Fires it incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got out of trouble and throws. This time he's got his man. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The shot that clears have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Taken down. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Nowaski. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the 1st period. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. And the shot to clear has come to the line, trying to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Looking for the score. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
Hand off from the shotgun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Short pass. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He's on the loose. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Akbar. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Working the ground game. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Just feeds the running back. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand it to the back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. After run, now throw. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He uncorks one deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Fresh center downs going to the air. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The shot that clears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the shot to clear is trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown Coastal. Once he got some room, it was over.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They're all over it. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. on his way back from the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of this drive. Right side, it's Terrell. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snags it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. He got it. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with a look at Wisconsin, taking on the number 5 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Buckeyes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is. Now back to your game on the surf turf. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
The Noles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Hey guys, Coastal Carolina's head coach told me at the half he is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent and dynamic. I'll keep you posted how he continues to strive here in the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The shot that clears with the 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Nowaski. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the shot that clears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. There he goes! And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The shot that clears come to the line needing just inches. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. There he goes to the right. Touchdown Seminoles. The defense putting points on the board.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Second and long here. Quarterback keep. Finding some room. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the to the house. Touchdown, shot to clear.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit. They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to establish the run. Past the 6. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw one first. Left side, it's Peace. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's got it on the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run.
Oh, and they blocked it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. They marched 56 yards to the end zone and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Sells the run, looking to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Chanticleers will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to it. Just smothered on the play. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Fires immediately. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Keeps it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. Rush right in his face. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to get the corner. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work. Handoff from the gun. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Nowaski. He's past the marker. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Leaves it in his belly. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. 3rd and long right here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The shot that clears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Driving forward, it's Nowaski. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Rush is on. Just got rid of that one.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Throwing right. Got his man. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Needs it here on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They send the tight end in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll ride him again. Breaks into the open. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Caught, got enough space. Touchdown, Coastal. And the stomping has commenced. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And he puts through the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide right, it's Charles. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
He's got the back in the middle, and they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. He's on the move. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He unleashes a long one. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrates